Welcome to yet another session of Wednesday Live with Cloudbyz. I am your host for today, Tunir, Life Sciences Manager here. Come with around 8+ years of experience in the life sciences field, particularly in the clinical trial space. Have worked in account management, consulting, and business development before this in companies like Cognizant and Indigene. At Cloudbyz, my journey has been for near to 2 years now, and pretty much it has been an exciting one, and looking forward to more excitement as I move forward. Okay, without further ado, let me start off with the company introduction about Cloudbyz. Cloudbyz Clinical is one of the fastest growing cloud-based clinical systems which are there in the market. We are built 100% on the Salesforce platform that is one of our USPs as well. It provides us with the uniqueness of being configurable, scalable, and modular as per our client requirements. And that is one of the driving forces due to which we can service customers of all sizes, starting from Fortune 500 companies as well as agile and nimble startups. In the on the right hand side of your screen, you will see the offerings that we have from Cloudbyz, which comprises our eClinical platform. So we have CTMS, which is the clinical trial management system used for project management, CTBM for clinical trial budget management, eTMF for regulatory, which is the focus of today's which is the focus of today's webinar, is on document management for clinical trials, EDC for clinical data management and its site counterpart eSource, and finally trial safety and post-marketing pharmacovigilance. On the center of your screen, you will see the present customer base that we have at Cloudbyz. As you can see, 80% of our customers are based out of the US, where we have a lot of experience in implementing and setting up of our systems. And we have quite a few big names over there. You can see Amadeus Bergens, Edwards Life Sciences, Peraxels of the world who are working with us. And apart from this, we have also recently, made good inroads within the European landscape. And we're working with the Variants and the GARDPs of the world over there. Apart from this, we are also in the Australia, New Zealand market, where we work with some of the largest CROs in that space, including CMAX and NZCR. In India, we are active as well, and Dr. Reddy's, which is one of the top 4 pharmaceuticals in this country, is also one of our customers. In terms of, sorry for that. So in terms of our geographic spread, we have our headquarters in Chicago, USA. We have an office in Toronto, Canada, and offshore delivery center in Bangalore, India, which allows us to service our customers 24/7 and provide the requisite technical and product support. As an organization, Cloudbyz is ISO 27001, 9001 compliant, and our solutions are FDA 21 CFR Part 11, GXP GAM5, and HIPAA compliant as well. Moving to the next slide. So again, just a snapshot and some more details of how good Cloudbyz is. Our expertise in the HLS space is, more than 2 decades. In fact, our leadership team comes with 25+ years of experience in the healthcare and life sciences industry. And combined with that, the brilliance of Salesforce's implementation, we are Salesforce ISV partner. We are also listed on Salesforce's App Exchange. We have close to 80+ customers. 15,000+ clinical studies have till date been conducted on our platform. And we have close to 350+ Salesforce implementation experience as well. In terms of NPS score, we score a robust 72%, which goes on to show that we are not, we are just not, we are in the long haul here. So we are definitely looking to partner with you and stay with you, trying to drive customer success, as long as you're doing clinical trials with the Cloudbyz system. Moving ahead, we will now do a slight deep dive into the systems that we have at Cloudbyz. So this is a 360-degree view of the Cloudbyz clinical system, where we have the 4 of our the main products: the CTMS, eTMF, EDC, and the safety PV, as well as we have the modules within it. So again, like, this is just a a snapshot of the modules. Within CTMS, we also have projections, monitoring, feasibility analysis, study startup. Within EDC, we have the ePros, eQuas, eConsents, RTSMs, and finally, we have other modules as well, which can be deployed as per your requirements. One of the flexibilities of Cloudbyz is you can go ahead with a big bang implementation of the entire clinical interface, or you can rather start small with just CTMS or an eTMF or an EDC, and then as and when you feel your system is, our system is giving you the requisite benefits, you can take up the rest of it. We are flexible, and we are completely aligned as per your requirements. In terms of integrations, one of the other, I would say, a sticky point when it comes to major setups like these, we provide seamless integrations through the Salesforce open APIs that we have with medical devices or other clinical systems that you have within your landscape. However, the only dependency is that the target system should also come with APIs for connecting. In terms of portals for giving access to stakeholders who are outside the direct purview of your clinical ecosystem, we have the patient portal, investigator portal, CRO, and the sponsor portals. Everything is built completely on the Salesforce platform. Again, yeah, I just forgot to mention, yeah, please feel free to stop me at any time and ask many questions as you want. Looking forward to some great and intelligent questions, and yeah, hopefully I would be able to answer to your satisfaction. Okay, so coming back to this, the topic for today's walkthrough is the eTMF, or the electronic trial master file. So the eTMF is a cloud-based and it's a cloud-based document management system by Cloudbyz, and it helps in keeping your trials inspection ready, so that all documents that you put inside it, stays up to date and ready for sharing with your regulatory authorities as and when you complete a study and you need to, turn them over. In terms of your features, again, I will do a deep dive once we start with the actual system demo. However, what we have within the system, what comes out of the box is an eTMF export by which you can, basically download the entire eTMF content, including your files, folders, metadata, as well as the audit trail, and take it to a secure local drive and then turn it over to your the inspection authorities as and when needed. Automated and configurable metadata, again, you can add, the system comes with out of the box fields for metadata, which we can again configure and set up as per your requirements. Please let us know during the system setup phase what would be your inclinations and requirements, and we will set it up accordingly. TMF reference models, we come with both DIA reference model as well as the custom folder structure. So DIA reference model, we support 3.2.0, which is by far the latest of DIA, and custom folder structures, particularly for med device companies, we also have that, and we can implement as per your requirements. Actionable notifications, definitely, it is available as one of the benefits of our system. We have eTMF locking that is applicable as and when you complete a study and you don't want anyone else to update the eTMF for you. Search and retrieval, we have a global search bar by which you can search for any record that has been updated in the system. EISF connectivity for sites. Then we have real-time collaboration by the means of chatter and emails that we provide to you as part of the system. TMF health check, we have live and highly interactive dashboards by which you can always keep a tab on your health, of your TMF health, in case you need to make certain changes to it. Inspection readiness, as I said, given all the features that we are providing to you, inspection readiness will not really be a cause of concern, or it won't bother you like it has before. Milestone tracking, definitely one of the key features of our system is that every document, as and when it moves through each layer of approval, the milestones will be approved, and it will correspondingly reflect in the status bar. And finally, the power of our unified e-clinical system is it is seamlessly unified with CTMS, EDC, and safety solution, which are again part of the Cloudbyz, which is again part of the Cloudbyz e-clinical platform. Okay, so that was part of the quick presentation that I had. I wouldn't bore you with any more slides. Now let's go over to the to the application where the actual action happens. Okay, so first things first, before I begin now, for any customer who takes up our eTMF and uses it for document management, the first thing that you will have to do is that access, or use a link similar to this that will be provided to you, and you would also be given with credentials which are very customized and personalized for you, so that the system and the instance that you're accessing is specific to you, and no one else from a different company would be able to access it. So basically what happens is that you enter your credentials and you click on login, by which you will land on this particular page. And let me also assure you that our application is device agnostic. So that means whether you have a laptop, a desktop, or a simple tablet, as long as you have an active internet connection and a browser, you will be able to access Cloudbyz eTMF. Okay, so this is the home page that you will be greeted with once you log into the system. Again, we have data. We have dashboards filled with data and actionable insights, which I will come to in a slide moment. However, to begin with, a quick lay of the land. We have the Cloudbyz logo over here, which can be updated with your company logo as your requirement. Below it, we have the app launcher, which is a quick navigation route by which you can access any of the other Cloudways applications that you have taken. So you know uh, if you have taken eTMF along with our CTMS and the EDC, you would not need to log into any other link or use any other credentials. It's just a simple two-click action where you click on the app launcher, and you click on the respective icon, or click on the respective application, and you reach there. Okay, so on the top center of your screen, we have the global search bar by which you will be able to search for any record that you're updating in the system. And there is also a drop down by which you will be able to focus your search based on the type of record that you're searching. On the top right corner of your screen, you have the utility icons, the setup, which would be more, your admin will be more interested in this. Notifications that provide you with real-time notifications of, any action points that you need to take, in terms of, TMF approvals, or, any other action point that needs your indulgence. Okay, so then we come to the menu bar, whereby we have a number of tabs here. So home is, the present home screen that we have. Then we come to accounts and contacts. Now, users who have already been using Salesforce would be familiar to this. This is where, all the business entity records are stored. Contacts are, the person contacts for each of these accounts, which are stored here. And then finally, we have the clinical studies tab, where we store or we update all the clinical study records. Now, one of the highlights, or one of the usability criteria, features of our system is that we provide you with the flexibility of adding new records directly into the system, or you can use the import feature, by which you go to a data loader tool, which is a free tool, by the way, and you can upload any number of records of clinical studies or contacts or clinical sites that you have stored with you in an external database, and bring them seamlessly within this particular Cloudbyz eTMF. So yeah, so then we have cloud clinical studies, clinical sites which are specific to clinical studies, and then eTMF, which is where the magic happens. I would go to it in a short while. And then finally, reports and dashboards, which helps in nicely encapsulating all the data points and presenting it through very powerful visualizations. Okay, so now that we have covered the menu bar, let me go on to the home page, slightly going into a bit of detail. So as I said, dashboards comprise of a number of reports. This is again configurable as per your requirements, and you can edit the dashboards as well as the interlying reports as well. And there is a feature to maximize it, to have a slightly zoomed out view, and you will be able to download it as well with one click, so that you can put it in your decks and PowerPoint presentations and share it with your management. On the right of your screen, we have a sidebar where we have a lot of actionable items for you. So items to approve, eTMF documents that needs approval is available here. So and these are all hyperlinks. As soon as you click on it, you will be able to reach that particular link, and take the action which is necessary. Then we have my tasks, where again you will be able to see any of the pending tasks that you have, again hyperlinked, so that you don't need to again reach out or go to the specific tasks window and search for the task. You can click on it and go to the task and complete it from here itself. Okay, so I will now quickly jump from the home screen and go to the eTMF, where we have the actual the action points happening. Okay, so again, a quick lay of the land before I begin with the details of eTMF. So what you see on the top of your screen above the menu bar, that remains constant irrespective of the tab that you click upon. So this, I need not, go into further details of this. What actually changes for you is the center of the screen, where we have the, where we have the actual, the details of our eTMF. So as we can see, let me just go back to the default view. Okay, so as and when you click first on the eTMF, you will be seeing this particular screen. This is the list of root folders that we have. Again, the root folders have been created corresponding to the studies that have been created in the system in the clinical studies tab. And the system also boasts of an automation by which, as and when you create a clinical study, a corresponding folder with the corresponding root folder for that particular study will get created here. However, if you're not looking for this automation, we can just skip it, and in that sense, you would have to manually create root folders for every study that you create in the system. So complete flexibility as per your requirements. So yes, this is the list of root folders that we have. On top we have the sorting options. We provide both alphabetically and chronologically sorting options. On its side, we have a couple of quick utility icons where you can create a new root folder, or a folder within any of the parent folders. Update a folder, by which any particular folder that you create, or you will be able to update the tagged clinical study or site. Then there is also create dia folder structure. As I said, our system comes with dia 3.2.0 folder structures. So as and when you create as and when you select any parent folder and you click on this, automatically a dia folder structure will get created within it. Custom folder structures. So we are also quite aware that if you are from your company might not always be following a DI structure, and you are following a for certain folder structure which is beneficial for your operations. So we are okay with that. The only thing is that you will need to let us know what sort of folder structure you follow, and we will set it up accordingly. And in fact, every study that you have can have a different folder structure. It need not be the same one. You can create your own folder structure as well for each of the studies. And then finally, we have the delete folder and documents and the lock folder and documents options. Again, all of these will not be available to all the users who access the system. This is governed by a role-based access management feature, by which only super users, if needed, of the system will have access to delete and lock folder options. The rest of it will not be available to anyone. Okay, so now moving ahead, I will select a particular root folder by the name of Vault. And as you can see, we have 4 folders within it. So the holding area, there is a trial level, there is a country level, and the site level. Now what this means is, the holding area is basically a staging environment or a staging folder, whereby you can keep all of your documents which have not been approved yet, so that like this is again can be configured as per the requirements of each of the companies. That is what we have seen. So as per your clinical study requirements, or as per the QC process that you follow at your organization, we will be able to set up the holding area accordingly. So what we have done here is that within the holding area, we also have individual accounts, Dr. Reddy's, Moon City Clinic, and Toronto Western Hospital created, and every file that relates to this particular entity will be updated here, rather than keeping it all at once in one parent folder. Then we have trial level, whereby you can sort and keep documents at a segmented by the trials that takes place. Country level, in case you are managing multi-country trials, you will be able to store documents on a country level. So basically you can store study documents specific to the US in one particular location. If it is specific to UK, you can store it in another, or like you can set it up accordingly. And finally, there is the site level. So this means again, for all the studies that you're doing on the system, and for each of the sites that are specific to the studies that you have, every time you are creating a site linked to a particular study, automatically a site level folder will get created here. This is again run by automation. We can remove it if you are not looking for this level of automation to be there in your eTMF setup, and you can create site level folders manually as per your requirements. Okay, so now going to the holding area. Now let me just click on this. So as you can see, as soon as I click on it, this particular dashboard gets updated in real time. So now this dashboard is basically it gives a quick snapshot of the health of your eTMF, whereby you can see like this particular holding area has 6 documents with a pending review, and success. Fortunately, we don't have any documents which have expired, or there are no discrepancies here. So as soon as you click on this particular number, you will find a hyperlink of all the documents that you will need to select and run through, and complete your approvals as and when required. So let me just go to a particular folder here, Dr. Reddy's under holding area, and you can see we have added a number of files here for demo purpose mostly. Like, don't go by the name of the file or the content that it already has. Now if you want to look at this particular file and complete the metadata update activities as well as approving it, you can either click on it, which will open up a floating window, and you will have a you will have a segmented view whereby on the left hand side you will have a preview of your document, and on the right hand side you will be able to update the metadata. Or you can directly click on this link, or rather, sorry, you can click on this eye icon, and you will have a completely separate tab that opens up this. So what you do is that you fill in all the required information in this. Maybe you add document version number, sorry, then you add a title, and again, like in terms of document naming, dating convention, you add approval date and you add today's date as when you're approving, and you put a save here. By the way, you can also, like, we have also the flexibility of adding as many reviews as you want, and the complete QC process as you need in this particular setup of our eTMF. So as soon as you have updated all of this information, you will be able to just do a quick click on move into eTMF action point icon, or the hyperlink that we have here, and this will then allow you to move this particular file in the particular location that you want. So effectively, you can select the particular site location which is suitable. So say for example, I go within the site level folder, then I select site management, site setup, and if it is a 1570 document, I can just upload it over here, and it's a one click thing. And as soon as you upload, you will see the document name also gets updated with the the protocol ID and the test type and the test ID and the site ID as well. Again, an automation that we run here which can be removed, and you can keep it manual as per your requirements. Okay, so that takes care of the bulk of the document upload process that we have. Any questions? I'll take a quick 2-second pause, keeping in interest of the time here. Okay, so if we have no questions, let me then move ahead to the reports and dashboards section. So as I said, reports and dashboards are definitely the crowning glory of our Cloudbyz eTMF. I'll go on the home screen again. This is the dashboard that we have, again, full of data and insightful action points that you can always look at and understand from a snapshot view how healthy is your eTMF for inspection readiness. So let me we have a number of reports here comprising of this dashboard. So this is eTMF documents per study as per the status of it in each of the studies. Then we have document approval status by study, and then we have document pending review by study. Again, this is updated in real time, and as and when you make any updates on the system for the files, it will reflect here. So it provides you with a lot of flexibility to take care of your day-to-day activities as in terms of eTMF management. One of the additional features that we have is and by far one of the best features in the system is we have a subscribe icon, by which as a user, as an end user, you will be able to you don't need to log into the system. You just need to set up your subscription, that when you need this dashboard to be sent across to your email ID. So you select the frequency, the number of days, the time at which you need this report. You add the recipient, so in case you want some CXO CXO representatives who do not have the time to log into the eTMF every single day to look at the health of the eTMF, they can directly get this dashboard in their in their email IDs, and they can check it from there and get back with any action points as needed. So that is this. So that is one of the beauty that we have in our system. Now, as I said, our dashboard comprises of we have pulled together a number of reports to create this dashboard. Now we will open up one such report, which is eTMF doc processing status by study. So I already have this open up. You can also open it up by clicking on this hyperlink here. So as soon as you do that, you will, so like if you go to the reports tab, you will be able to open up this particular report that we have here. So yeah, now as you can see, this report has this report has this actionable graph that shows you, that gives a very high visualization in terms of how, what is the health of your, the folders that you have per study. And we also have the artifacts hyperlinked here, so that any of the artifacts you might need to go to, you can directly click on it, and you can reach there. Apart from this, editing this particular report is extremely easy. You just click on this edit button, and just give it some time. You will be able to add from the list of fields that you have here, drag and drop it to the group rows or the group columns, and you are done, and you will be able to edit and create an entirely new report out of this. You are also given with the flexibility of choosing your own representation. So suppose you are looking for a column view or a bar view or a donut view, you can do it with just a click of a button. That is the flexibility and the beauty of our eTMF system. Yeah, so that is what we had in terms of updating and creating reports, and eventually showing them as part of dashboards. So again, like similar to report list of reports, we also have dashboards that have all the list of reports, all the list of dashboards listed here. So you can just click any one of them and look at it, and also download it as needed, and put it in your put it in your PowerPoints, and share it with your share it with your leadership for understanding how healthy is your eTMF system. Okay, so I think I've covered most of the important bits of our eTMF. Again, like this is not a complete view. I know I've been going a bit too fast, but given in the interest of time, I had to cover a lot of things. However, please reach out to me and let me know in case you want a detailed demo and a walkthrough for solution. It is capable of doing a lot more, and it's a lot more flexible than I could show you within this within this 30 minutes. So, yep, just let me know in case you have any questions. Yep, that is with that I guess the demo of our eTMF system.